Hello and welcome back to the channel and another episode of some quite interesting tech news. Firstly, is Shimano about to launch a brand new set of carbon spoked wheels? Cannondale has given the Topstone Carbon a facelift, but is it an upgrade or a miss? Plus Time have teased a faster and lighter aero road bike. Meanwhile, Specialized have revamped its popular Pathfinder and Rapid Air tyres, while Renhurst have released a tyre designed just for TPU inner tubes. Very interesting indeed. But first, how about this for hack of the week? For more easy measuring the saddle height. With a cradle that goes on top of the saddle and a sort of domed shaped plastic piece that goes in the center of the bottom bracket axle, which the tape measure hooks into to allow you to more accurately, without error, measure saddle height. So yeah, something that I could make use of for testing bikes when I measure saddle height on all the bikes, and I might try and get my hands on one and see if it's available for sale. But that is a very cool product and the neatest, smartest hack of the week I've seen so far. Let me know what you think, and if you've seen a better hack by dropping a comment down below. Right, first up, is Shimano set to launch a brand new wheel set this year? So Matteo Van der Poel's team is sponsored by Shimano for both group sets and wheels. However, recent photos have emerged that shows what appear to be a new wheel set. The lack of logos being a clear giveaway of a new product being finalised ahead of a launch. Now, assuming these are actually Shimano wheels, given the sponsorship of the team and not another brand, the key difference appears to be the use of carbon fibre spokes, something Shimano doesn't currently offer in its range, whereas brands like Hunt, Cadex, Blacking, Elite and lots of others have moved from metal to carbon spokes for more performance, weight and stiffness. The shape of the rims appear to be the same as the current C60 in terms of depth. I would imagine they're wider internally, and the hub shells also resemble current Shimano designs, albeit ones are much slimmer and definitely gone on a diet to save weight. Now, speaking of Shimano, isn't it about time we saw a brand new Dura-Race group set? Not that there's anything wrong with the current group set at all, it still works amazingly well, but it's only 5 years old. Meanwhile, in that time, SRAM has been stealing the spotlight with its AXA group sets, offering wireless shifting, excellent hood ergonomics, reliable power meters, and a wider gear range. So probably about time for Shimano to respond to what SRAM is doing. Now, what do you want to see from new Dura-Race and therefore Ultegra? 13-speed, wireless, new power meters? Let me know by dropping a comment down below. Now, onto Cannondale Topstone, but first a word from today's sponsor, AliExpress. AliExpress is the online shopping platform that offers massive savings on a huge range of cycling products, accessories, tools, and much more. From carbon fiber wheels to 3D printed saddles, tools, clothing, and much more, there's everything you need for upgrading your bike on AliExpress. And right now, you can save even more money with the AliExpress Cashback Challenge, and it's super easy as well. You simply download a smartphone app, link down below, or use the barcode on screen right now, and then join my team by searching for David Arthur, and then you earn 5% cashback on everything you buy. And it gets better. The more you shop, the more points you earn, and more points, yes that's right, unlock even more cashback, up to a possible 15% cashback. And there's more. The AliExpress anniversary sale is running now and offers up to 80% discount, while there's even the chance to win a share of £800,000 by playing Prizeland. So download the app, link down below, barcode on the screen right now, and get shopping and get saving. But now, let's have a look at Cannondale Topstone. Now, you might remember that last month, Cannondale launched a Super X Supercross gravel race bike. Now it's updated its other gravel bike, the Topstone Carbon, which is less about racing and more geared towards adventures, bike packing and just general off-road riding and all that good stuff we love about gravel bikes. At first glance, it looks very similar to the previous model that came out in 2019, but there are some useful changes. The first is ditching the awkward AI offset rear wheel spacing that made changing, upgrading wheels very tricky. And the second is increasing tyre clearance from 45 up to 52 in the rear and 56 up front. So more on the front thanks to the lefty suspension fork. Yes, Cannondale is sticking with the lefty Oliver suspension fork as an option on top tier models. Now the lefty concept first appeared 25 years ago, and despite its niche appeal, Cannondale does persist with it. both on gravel bikes and mountain bikes. But fear not, you can still get a rigid carbon fork on the Topstone if you don't want that fork. Now, I may poke fun at Cannondale for persisting with technology that people don't really want, but I do personally like suspension on a gravel bike. Although it's clear most riders don't agree with me and don't want suspension on a gravel bike. It's not really caught on at all, and probably because it takes away the simplicity of a gravel bike and moves it too close to a mountain bike. There's also rear suspension as well, sort of. It's not really suspension. The kingpin system remains, but it's now said to offer a smoother ride than before. So a pair of bearings that separate the seat stays from the seat tube to allow the whole rear triangle to flex more than if they weren't there. So it sounds like a gimmick, but does work pretty well. When I rode the previous model, it does offer a pretty smooth ride. It's like going to a bigger volume tyre or having a seat post that bends a bit more than usual. Other updates include internal cable routing with a neat two-piece stem and handlebar, so not tied into a one-piece setup. Internal frame storage, which is increasingly common on gravel bikes, and I do like it, but lots of people don't. And a UDH dropout so you can fit Surround's latest Explorer group set, which I reviewed last week, linked to that above in case you missed it. So a new bike is priced from £3,000 in the UK up to £7,000. I'll put a link to the website down below if you want to find out more and see prices in your region. Now, Time is teasing the launch of a brand new aero road bike on its website. No photos or pictures of the new bike yet, but quite a lot of info on its website about the details of the update. And it says it's set out to improve 6 key areas with the new bike: weight, aerodynamics, stiffness, strength, ride quality, and craftsmanship, which seems a bit dubious to me. Anyway, it's going to be 12% more aero, they claimed, not mine, than the old bike, thanks to new tube shaping and the move to internal routing, which is increasingly common. And the new bike can be lighter as well, with a claimed 100 grams saved from the frame and fork. Meanwhile, tyre clearance has been boosted to a more reasonable 32mm, the same as other top level race bikes in this category, like the Giant TCR and a Specialized Tarmac SL8. And it's looking like, from the website, early March for the earliest release, and taking pre-orders on the website now. So stay tuned for more on this new bike, hopefully very, very soon. And hopefully I might get a chance to ride one. I haven't ridden a Time in many, many years. It will be fun to see how it performs and compares as a more of an outlier brand in a very saturated market these days. And now for some tyre news, firstly from Specialized. They've updated loads of tyres across a range of road, gravel and mountain bike options. Far too many for me to go through in this video, so I'll link to their website down below. But the hugely popular Pathfinder, the one with the smooth section down the middle, is now claimed to be faster, lighter and more durable. This new Pathfinder TLR reportedly has 19% lower rolling resistance than the Pathfinder Pro and 30% more durable than the top tier S-Works Pathfinder tyre. There's also updates to the beefier Tracer and Terra tyres as well. The former gets a healthy 65 gram weight reduction and a revised tread pattern, while the latter, the Terra, replaces the Rhombus Pro as the most aggressive tyre in the company's gravel lineup. And for road riders, the Rapid Air is now supposedly faster than ever, according to Specialized. Whether it's actually faster and good enough to compete with very popular tyres from Continental, Vittoria, Goodyear and many others remains to be seen. We'll all wait for bicycle rolling resistance to do its sterling work in testing tyres very soon. Sadly, with a tyre as fast as it sounds, the widest option is 28, so 26 or 28 and no 30, which seems a bit of a miss to me. If you do want wider, there's a brand new S-Works Turbo tyre, not as fast as the Rapid Air, but offers greater durability for those not chasing pure racing performance. And the weight difference between the two tyres is only about 45 grams, so not bad for a more durable, but still lightweight tyre. Now, sticking with tyre news, Renhurst have a tyre designed primarily for TPU inner tubes, which have become very popular over the last few years. With that surge in popularity, it's surprising no one has made a tyre expressly for them. Well, now they have. Renhurst has just released a tyre built entirely around a TPU inner tube. What they've done is take their existing 31mm wide model, replace the airtight liner, but retain the tubeless bead, so making it lighter and supposedly faster, and they package it as a tyre and TPU inner tube set for $88. So a lot of money, very high end, but I can't wait to find out, if I get a chance, to see how they ride, how they ride compared to tubeless with that TPU inner tube construction, and whether it's the start of a new trend remains to be seen. Probably not unlikely, I would guess, given the rise in tubeless and the fact you can use a regular clincher tyre with a TPU inner tube. But the idea of having a lighter weight tyre designed for a TPU does seem pretty appealing. So let me know what you think by dropping a comment down below. But that is this week's weekly news roundup. Let me know what you think of the news format so far by dropping a comment down below. And of course, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right there. But that's all for today. I'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching.